Hello and welcome back to another episode of Live, Laugh, Lily Kincade with your host, your girl, Lily Kincade. I cannot believe how fast time is flying. And today's episode, we're going to be talking about how to romanticize Valentine's Day, being single, because you know what? It's important. And I feel like there can be a lot of feelings, just a lot all at once, even though it's just a day. And, I think there's something in the air. For all I know a lot of my friends are going through breakups, and as hard as change can be and as scary as it can also be a time of great healing and great development for your goals, great development of friendships. And so I just came up with a list of things that I'm going to be doing that I wanted to share with y'all, because I think that it's important to, make sure we don't get too sad or too hyperfixated, and that we continue to focus on our goals and focus on the things that are important to us, and trust that, God will bring whoever is supposed to be in our lives at the right time. And even though it's hard in the midst of the waiting. I feel that. I'm right there with you guys. He has a plan. Anyways, but yeah, I'm so excited to be back. I cannot believe this is episode 12 of season 3. You guys, this is crazy. This is absolutely wild. I'm just so excited. And okay, quick shout out / self promo. I'm playing a show March 4th. I'm going to put the cute poster I made here. March 4th at Gold Digger in Los Angeles. And I'm so excited. If you are in LA, I would love for you to be there, because it's going to be so fun. It's my first full band show. I'm freaking out, but I'm so excited. And it's going to be pretty historic, iconic. It's going to be so cinematic, obviously. But you should go get your tickets. They're linked below before they sell out. But I had to just shout that out because I'm so excited. Anyways, more on that later. Today, we're going to dive right into this episode because it's almost Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is this coming Saturday. Today's Monday. So you have a little less than a week. If you incorporate these, it's going to just give you so much joy. And I'm excited to dive into it. We start every episode of Live, Laugh, Lily Kincade, of course, with a quote. I have two, actually, that I picked out for this week because I couldn't pick one favorite. The first one is Carrie Bradshaw. I know that's a fictional character, but Carrie Bradshaw is real at this point, If you haven't watched Sex and the City, you definitely should. I always say it finds you at the right time, but I love this. And it says, some people are settling down. Some people are settling, and some people refuse to settle for anything less than butterflies. I like that. Okay, one more time. Some people are settling down. Some people are settling, and some people refuse to settle for anything less than butterflies. And the second quote for this week is from Marilyn Monroe. So good. No girl should ever forget that she doesn't need anyone who doesn't need her. One more time. No girl should ever forget that she doesn't need anyone who doesn't need her. Period. And with that, I say, you know what? Yes, we're claiming this. Even if you're not single, these are still things you can do that are going to be amazing. Anytime you want to have like a me day. My birthday is also coming up. Mark your calendars. My birthday is February 18th, right after Valentine's Day, actually. So just thinking a lot, thinking a lot. Okay, first up, I want to share some things you can do solo by yourself. You could also do these with a group, but then I have a couple ideas of some things if you want to put together little galentines. I know it can be cheesy when people have Valentine's Day, but you know what? I love a theme, and I love pink. I love red. I love decorating. So you know what? I'm leaning into it. It's not cringe. It is so fun. And you know what? Instead of seeing love as like, oh my gosh, like I used to get sometimes bitter, like why are all these couples around me? I take it as a sign that, you know what? No, love is actually on its way. If all my friends are in love, like I'm going to be in love soon too, because you become the top 5 people you hang out with all the time. So anyways, okay, starting off with the things you can do by yourself, some ideas for you / what I'm incorporating into my Valentine's Day. Number 1 is I want you to write a letter to yourself and date it. Write a letter to yourself and give yourself a time to open it. It can be a year from now. It can be 5 years from now, but this is one of the most beautiful, cool things ever. I recently found a letter that I wrote, I think 3 years ago. It was in one of my journals, and opening it was the coolest thing ever because it was exactly what I needed to hear. And it's just crazy how that works, I always say like things find you at just the right time. So write a letter. It can just be anything. It can be a word of encouragement to yourself. It can be talking about all the things, all the dreams you have. It can be a confidence boosting letter, whatever it is. I want you to write a letter to yourself. It doesn't have to be long. It can be long if you want. Write a letter to yourself. Doesn't have to be long, but it can be. But I want you to write a letter, date it, put it somewhere in your house where you're going to look, but maybe not right away, and seal it up. That's important. It sounds crazy, but I think it's really special. And, sometimes I always say the best person to compare yourself to is your former self. And I just think it's really cool to look back and have that time capsule. So whether it be before Valentine's Day or actually on Valentine's Day, I want you to take time and write a letter to yourself, because when you read it, you're going to it's really going to be inspiring to you. Okay, the next thing that I think you should do, that I'm doing, is I want you to make a love list. I love these because honestly, whenever I'm feeling down or whenever I'm feeling sad or whenever I'm just feeling like, oh, I don't know, like, you know, when you're in that mood where you're just like, oh, irritated, I love making lists in my phone of my favorites and things that I love. It's almost like a gratitude list, but just like expanding even more. So it'll be like, I want to list out all of my favorite restaurants. Make a love list. Make a love list of everything in your life that you love. It could be like, you know what, I love, just make a love list. And it can be 5 pages long. It could be one page long. I love doing this on my phone to keep, but I do think it's important. Make a special Valentine's Day edition that you can write out and list all the things you love. List all the people you're grateful for. List all of the things you love about yourself, all the things you love about your surroundings, all the things you love about life. You could write all of the music you love, all of the art you love, all of the TV shows you love, but just make a list of positive things that inspire you, that you're grateful for, that make you feel energized and creative, because I think it's important to focus on the things that we do have and the things we do love versus, you know, get fixated on the things we lack. And yeah, make a love list. I also love like saying love list. I don't know, maybe because of the alliteration. Anyways, okay, number 3, this is how you're going to romanticize being single on Valentine's Day. You're going to clean. You're going to do a reset. You're going to do a refresh. This can be like a physical clean. Maybe get rid of those old clothes that remind you of your ex. Maybe get rid of all those things that when you wear them, they don't make you feel that confident. Get rid of things that are the old you because you're stepping into the new version of you. But this can also be, or as well, be like maybe you're going to go through your iPhone. Maybe you're going to cleanse out who you follow and you're going to unfollow exes of the past because you want to welcome new love into your life. And you cannot welcome new love into your life if you're holding on to the past, you know? This could also be like, you know, going through your photo album. I know I have like almost 200,000 photos, y'all. It's actually insane, but it can be very tempting to, you know, just scroll and go down memory lane and get lost in nostalgia. But truth be told, as, you know, as I guess not like fun, but as hard as it is to let go of those memories, by doing that, you will welcome in new love and you will have space for newness in your life. So it's like you have to just get over that weird in between hard season, but it will be so worth it. Okay, number 4 of how to romanticize being single this Valentine's Day is plan a solo date for yourself. This could be on Valentine's Day, or this could be, you know, the night before, this could be the night after, but take yourself on a solo date. And it can be, maybe you go out to dinner, book a reservation for yourself, bring your favorite book. This is something that's very important. This is not a friend date. I love friend dates, but this is not a friend date. This is like just you and your music or in a book. It can be as simple as maybe you don't want to go to a restaurant. Maybe it's like, I want to take a really long walk in a new area I've never been to. I want to look around. I want to just walk into any stores, maybe get a coffee at a local coffee shop, but intentionally plan out something. If you only have an hour, that's okay. It can be an hour, but plan out something. Try to do this on Valentine's Day that it's just you. So maybe it could be like, okay, for 2 hours, I'm just going to listen to my favorite music and I'm going to get out my sketch pad and I'm going to draw because I used to love drawing and then I kind of got busy, but I'm going to like dedicate this time to drawing and just do something like that. You know, you can light a candle. You could maybe take a workout class you've always wanted to try. Just do something that is just for you and make sure to do it alone by yourself, because I think it's really important to spend time by yourself and really get to just think. And I don't know, I think our relationship to ourselves is just as important as our relationships to other people. And when you do spend time to know yourself, know what you love, know what inspires you, it allows you to surround yourself with really good people because you have such a good head on your shoulders, if that makes sense. Okay, the next thing I have that you should try doing is get a new perfume. Now, I'm like not super perfume girl. I love scents, but I'm like a vanilla girly, so I'm very basic, I feel like, with scents. But I was on perfume TikTok for a while, and y'all, these collections people have are insane, but it is very inspiring because I do think there is something associated with scents. At least, I don't know, it's crazy because, like, you know how a candle, you can smell it and it invokes like a whole memory. Like, it can take you back to a very specific moment in time, similar to like listening to a song. At least for me, when I was writing my album, which you should listen to, Stream Cinematic, the debut album by Lily Kincade, if you haven't. There's certain songs that I listen to and I can close my eyes and like I'm back in that moment when I wrote the song, but also like what I was writing about. Crazy how our brains can do that with like music and scents, but perfumes do that and cologne does that as well. So sometimes if you are wanting to, you know, cleanse and enter a new era, pick out a new perfume. It doesn't have to be expensive. You can go to the drugstore and find something. I love mixing essential oils, actually. You know, you can do a little lavender, you can do a little peppermint with some coconut oil. Find a new scent or find a way to maybe you have a perfume that you love, but maybe it's like, I want to layer it on top of this lotion, or I want to layer it on top of with some lavender oil. Like, find a new way to freshen up your scent, or maybe pick out a new scent from the mall or the store or wherever, TikTok shop, wherever, because I think there's something really fun about having a new scent. And so I don't know, I'm on perfume TikTok now, and I kind of love it. So if you have any recommendations, if you have a favorite perfume, please let me know below. I would love to know. Okay, I have 2 more kind of things that you can do to romanticize being single this Valentine's Day. Number 6, the next one, is to get creative. Get creative. This can be 30 minutes. This can be however long, but do something creative. It may be like, I'm going to find a makeup tutorial and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do a makeup tutorial. Even though I'm not leaving my house, even though I'm not going out to dinner, I'm just going to stay home and watch a movie. I'm going to do a fun makeup tutorial. Maybe it's making a collage. I love going on Pinterest and like printing out photos, or going through like old magazines that I have and just collaging, similar to vision boards, but not as a vision, just like a vibe. I love just making like a little like collage, and it's so fun. And then sometimes I hang them up above my bed, or I put them in my journal usually. But do something creative. It could be, like I said, maybe you're gonna sketch, maybe you're gonna paint some watercolors, maybe you're going to like rearrange your house. I love doing that, and I think it's very healing to move the furniture around. I don't know why, but it definitely is, and I know you know what I mean. But just get creative in some way. And then last but not least, you should go for a walk. You should go for a long walk. I kind of mentioned this on Take Yourself on a Solo Date, but I guess this would be separate. Take yourself on a solo date. That could be like, I'm going to go to a trip to the library. I'm going to go to the beach. I'm going to go to a museum. I'm going to go out to dinner. I'm going to go get coffee. But this is like just walking. Go on a long hot girl walk. There's nothing that makes me feel more confident than when I get my 10,000 steps in, right? 10,000 steps a day. Like, it literally sounds so simple, but it changes. I don't know if something to do with the endorphins, but truly, I love doing this. Obviously, you can do it at the gym or on the treadmill, but if it is nice weather where you live, go to a pretty neighborhood that you love, or maybe a really fancy neighborhood that you always drive by, and park your car and just walk around. You can listen to good music. Sometimes I don't even listen to music and I just listen to the animals, and I don't know, like, take in the scenery. It sounds so cheesy, but I feel like it's so healing, and hot girl walks are definitely the move. Okay, I have like some things that you can do with friends. I'm having a little Valentine's Day night with my friends, but if you are still looking for something to do, you can do these by yourself as well, or if you have a girlfriend, you can invite them over, because you know what? I think it's so fun to appreciate our friends, and friendship is so valuable, you guys. We put so much pressure, like, as a society on our romantic relationships, which is true. Like, that's very important, but also friendships, because friendships are the people that see you through all of those, they're the ones that see you through all the people you're dating, or through the relationships, through the breakups. And so I don't know, I think it's really important, even if you are, married or you're dating somebody right now, you can still do these for your friends. Obviously not on Valentine's Day if you're celebrating, but these are some things I love to do. So number 1 is like, host a Valentine's Day /Galentine's Day sleepover. Cook something, dress up in PJs. I feel like no one does sleepovers anymore. And remember, as a child, like, sleepovers were so fun, because we would all like put our PJs on. You don't have to worry about getting dressed up. You don't have to worry about makeup. We would watch a movie. We would discuss. We would catch up. We would gossip. We would cook our favorite food. We would have lots of snacks. We would play games. I just feel like it's such a girl bonding experience. So try hosting one of those, or getting your friends together. I always say, like, you know what? You have to be the type of friend that you're looking for. So don't be nervous or don't be embarrassed to initiate and to text your friends and see if anyone's free. It's not silly. It's not weird. And why not? People are probably thinking the same thing as you. And then another thing that I think you should do, that I'm doing with my girlfriends, is write Valentine's Day cards to your girlfriends. Write them a little letter. It doesn't need to be long, but write them a little letter of appreciation that's like, hey, I'm so thankful for our friendship. It's really inspired me. It's got me through some hard times. I just want to say how much I love and appreciate you. And like, just drop it off on Valentine's Day, or what I love doing is don't even tell them, but just mail it to their house, because I think we need to bring back writing real letters, and I just love it. And I think, remember back in the day in elementary school, you would decorate your Valentine's Day box and you get Valentines from people, and it was always just so fun and exciting to see what people wrote. Do that for your girlfriends. It doesn't have to be a lot of people. You can pick 3 or 4 of your close friends and write them just a sweet little message on a card and give it to them, because I promise you, like, I can't speak for them, but I have every single card that anyone has ever given me, because I truly love, I'm so sentimental, and I just hold on to everything, and I just feel so like I love, and I think it's going to make your friends really smile. So that's a fun activity you can do, and you can exchange them if you're getting together in person. But also too, if you want to write me a letter, I'm writing all of y'all back. I literally love it so much. Like, Clara, I know you're watching. I have a super long letter I'm writing back to you, but it brightens my day so much. So if you ever want to write, you can go to my P.O. box. I'll try to put a picture on the screen. I think I should be able to. It's also in the description below. But yeah, I love being pen pals, and I love writing handwritten letters. But okay, I hope those tips helped you. These weren't really tips. These are just kind of like what I'm doing, actually. This is kind of like what I'm doing, because you know what? It can be sad being single. Like, even if you say, no, I'm fine. Like, I don't want to be in a relationship right now, right? Like, I gotta work on my goals. I'm focusing on being an international superstar, you know? It still can be sad and lonely. So I love incorporating these, and I hope you incorporate these into your Valentine's Day. And let me know if you do. And of course, you can always DM me on Instagram at lilykincade, any topics you want me to cover, any advice that you need for a situation. I'm always here to help you guys. That's what I say, you know, like we're going through life together. And as I make music is obviously literally all my emotions out there, and it makes me feel so much less alone when you guys relate to my songs. But the process from writing a song to finally putting out is so long that I like having these episodes to just like catch up in real time and talk about whatever is currently happening. And I'm just so thankful you're here. So don't forget to subscribe, leave 5 stars on this podcast if you're on Spotify, give it a thumbs up if you're on YouTube, all of the things. I love y'all so much, and we will say our affirmation. Today is a wonderful day. I am confident because I am a problem solver. I always have options because I choose to be optimistic. Today I will learn something new, laugh, and make a difference in someone else's life. I love y'all so much, and I will see you in next week's video.